Good morning. Please stand and join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please help me welcome Rory for this morning's announcements.
Good morning, St. Johnsbury Academy. Today is Monday, December 12th, and it is a green day. Tomorrow will be Ugly Holiday Sweater Day. Wear your ugliest holiday sweater and get in the spirit of the holidays. A reminder that exams begin on Wednesday with the Humanities History exams starting at 9 a.m. and the English ESL exams starting at 1 p.m. The CTE department will also be holding their showcase throughout the day on Wednesday. You are cordially invited to visit Morse today to see the end of semester exhibit. Don't miss out on this opportunity to support your friends in art classes. Attention international students, the first TOEFL of the second semester will be January 21st. The registration deadline for the January TOEFL is this Friday, December 16th. A link to register for the test has been sent to your STJ Labs email. See Ms. McCaffrey with any questions. Attention writers and artists, please submit your work to the Clear River Review, the Academy Journal for Arts and Literature. We are accepting poetry, short stories, creative nonfiction, photographs, prints, drawings, and digital photographs of paintings. All submissions are due no later than January 30th. Check out the submission guidelines and the submission link by clicking on Quick Links on the Academy homepage or by finding it on the English Department tab on the website. Please see Ms. McKenzie or Ms. Drew if you have any further questions. Theater 1 and Theater 2 classes will be presenting a semester showcase of scenes, songs, monologues, and musical theater today at 4 p.m. in the Black Box. Admission is free of charge. Attention writers, the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards contest in Brattleboro, Vermont is accepting submissions in many categories ranging from short and long fiction to poetry and creative nonfiction. All entries are due by Friday, December 16th. Please see Ms. McKenzie if you have any further questions. Inspiring Girls is an organization that provides tuition-free expeditions that interweave field science, art, and backcountry travel. Opportunities are open to all genders and 16 to 18-year-old teens to participate in a 14-day backcountry expedition this summer. Inspiring Girls expeditions intend to empower young women through science, art, and outdoor exploration in places like the Canadian Arctic Circle, Alaska, Western U.S. mountain ranges, and wilderness regions in Europe and New Zealand. Contact Mr. Eckel at his STJ Labs email or stop by Streeter 241 for links and information. Today is the last day to count Santa hat-wearing squirrels. How it works. Come to the library and search for pictures of squirrels. Count how many individual squirrels you can find. Bring your best count to the circulation desk. Tomorrow morning, the person with the closest count to the actual number of squirrels will win bragging rights and a very silly prize. In case of a tie, there will be a drawing for the winner. Get in some last-minute squirrel counting today. Happy birthday today to Michaela Kane, Connor Descoto, and Katie Ann LaFountain. Happy birthday. That's all, and have a great day, everyone.
We do have some late announcements this morning. The Kingdom Blades lost to Spalding 3-0. Boys hockey lost to Harwood 4-2. At this weekend's Sandy Murray Early Bird Wrestling Tournament, the St. Johnsbury Academy wrestling team took first place out of 8 teams. Congratulations to Gerardo Fernandez for being named the Caledonian Record Boys Soccer Player of the Year. Gerardo, Jorge Trotta, and Aiden Brody were also named to the All-Area Dream Dozen soccer team. On Saturday, at the Junior Olympic National Championships held at Texas A&M University, Andrew Thornton Sherman led the boys with an 8th place finish in the 15 to 16 age group. Carson Eames placed 25th, Nathaniel Bernier was 44th, Ari Levin 51st, Isaac Lenzini 52nd to lead the boys to the 15-16 championship. In the combined 15 to 18 age grouping, the boys were joined by Nathan Lenzini, who placed 106th as the team placed 6th overall. By placing in the top 25, Andrew and Carson earned All-American honors. Congratulations. It's my privilege to announce the CTE Outstanding Students for the second quarter. I'm going to ask students to please meet Mr. Legge on the front steps of Fuller after chapel. For Automotive Technology, Ethan LaBounty. For Introduction to Automotive Technology, Brendan Roy. Advanced Welding, Connor Payer. Intro to Welding, Ernest Roy. Work-Based Learning, Shane Hunsicker. Intro to Woodworking, Kelsey Greenwood. Advanced Woodworking, Cameron Dwyer. Intro to Electricity, Kaylee Weaver. Electricity 2, Caden Wildenstein. Career Exploration, Molly Gray. Intro to Business, Emmett Cusack. Human and Professional Services, Nia Jewell. Intro to Baking, Marin Nitchie. Intro to Baking for Chef B, Lillian Chase. Intro to Culinary Arts, Addison Jensen. Culinary Arts Farm to Table, Travis Britch. Culinary Arts International Flavors, Hayden Brown. Intro to Construction, Holden Newland. Construction Technology, Christopher Newrath. Entrepreneurship 1, Sophia Limoges. Entrepreneurship 2, Hillary DeChamp. And Sales and Marketing, Jonathan Kalich. Congratulations. When we asked students a couple of months ago, maybe 6 weeks ago at this point, who you wanted to hear from, this name was one that came up from a lot of you, and so it is my privilege to welcome to the stage Mr. Jesse Holden.
Good morning, everyone. It's really great to see all your beautiful faces out here. I have been missing you all over in South Church, but the ninth graders need me. So I'm up here because over the past few weeks I've been incredibly inspired by all of the brave faculty and students who have stood up on this stage and given all of you a little glimpse into who they are, right? Their true selves, which is an incredibly vulnerable spot to come from. We keep those things close, right? Because it's scary. So yes, I've been inspired. Mr. Bentley, Mr. Weiss, Addison Chandler, and Addie, you get some of the creative credit for my intro and ending, so thank you. And these are, like I said, it's hard to talk to anyone about these things, let alone hundreds of you. Not even my daughter. Where is Aubriella? Where are you? Hey, hon, love you. So not even Aubriella has heard what I'm about to talk to all of you about. So this is something that I'm incredibly passionate about, and so it's the way I'm going to come at it is I'll basically start with the what. So what I'm doing this fundraiser and raising awareness for, and then I'll go to the why. Why am I doing it? And then I'll circle back to the what. So how does that sound? All right? Good? Yes. All right, good. So the title of this is Masked. It's that time of year again, fundraising for Umbrella. So Umbrella is a local organization whose mission is for everyone in our community to live without fear. I've set another ambitious goal of $10,000 to support the end of toxic masculinity and violence against women. Toxic masculinity is the cultural pressure for men to be tough, in control, and to suppress our emotions. One of the most horrifying outcomes of toxic masculinity is violence against women. For years, women have shouldered efforts to educate men and to end interpersonal violence. My goal is for men to begin to pick up the slack, to acknowledge the impact of toxic masculinity, and to take it upon ourselves to reimagine masculinity. I continue to live my own journey through masculinity, which I would like to share with you today. All right. My name is Jesse Holden, and I'm a mama's boy. As a child, I loved running up to my mom on the couch and burying my head into her lap, into her baggy clothes that always smelled the same as she read me my favorite stories. I loved to sing, dance, wear bright clothes with elaborate patterns, and watch romantic comedies with fairy tale endings. I grew my hair out long and bleached blonde like my idols at the time, the New Kids on the Block. I felt and loved deeply. When I saw people in pain, I felt their pain and wanted so badly for it to stop for them. My mom taught me through words and actions the importance of love, empathy, and responsibility. This year's fundraiser is in honor of my mom, Audrey Holden, who died in 2015 from cancer. The greatest woman I have ever known, along with Aubriella and my wife. All right. Then around age 11 or 12, everything changed. And that beautiful mama's boy who felt and loved unabashedly had to put on a mask and suppress and bottle up much of himself. The change started around my 5th grade year on the school bus ride. Where are we? There we are. I started to get picked on mercilessly due to the length and color of my hair. What are you, a girl? Look at Jesse, he's so gay. What a fairy. I was so confused. I was pretty sure I was a boy. I had no idea what gay meant, and the whole fairy thing made no sense at all. It only got worse as the bullying turned into physical mistreatment. Eventually, I hid at the bottom of my road so I would miss the bus, and hopefully my mom wouldn't drive me to school. This was my first indoctrination into the world of toxic masculinity, which involves cultural pressure for men and boys to behave a certain way. Toxic masculinity generally refers to the idea that some people's idea of manliness is displayed through toxic traits such as domination, misogyny, homophobia, and aggression. I had to go to school. Mom said so. I did the only other thing I could think of to make it through the school day. I learned to man up, to protect myself from bullying and torment. I cut my hair. I started wearing clothes that were less bright, and I started practicing relentlessly to become a better athlete. You see, it didn't take me long to see that all the men looked up to the athletes, the alpha males. I practiced, and I practiced, and I practiced some more, shoveling off the basketball court and shooting for hours in gloves in the middle of the winter till I couldn't feel my fingers anymore. If you saw me walking around those days, I would have been dribbling a basketball no matter when or where. The practice paid off, and in a few years, I was better than most at my sports of choice, basketball and football. Hey, look, I've really made it. I was the man. One of the best athletes at the school, popular, and had the prettiest girlfriend. Then why was I so sad, so angry all the time, so depressed? My depression, anxiety, and feelings of inadequacy followed me like a shadow because I was never enough, never strong enough, never fast enough, never smart enough, never rich enough, never man enough. See, that's the thing. That's the trap. There is always going to be somebody better than you, so we end up chasing this unicorn that only leads to sorrow and feelings of never being good enough, never fitting perfectly into the square box that society tells us is manhood. It took years and years to be able to remove the mask I lived in, and it remains a daily practice. It only happened through being around smart, kind, incredibly passionate women, having an amazing daughter, and through my own education and therapy. Addressing toxic masculinity in myself means having to be the very thing that I tried so hard to push down, a vulnerable human being. My vulnerability is now my power and affords me the ability to no longer wear the mask. Now I feel alive and ready to be who I really am. I have the strength to talk about my experiences and do as much as I can to help others who may experience the same struggles. In raising money for Umbrella and supporting their educational and prevention efforts, I hope fewer of our boys learn this toxic interpretation of manliness. For this year's fundraiser for Umbrella, on December 30th, I will hike and run up and down Mount Pisgah in Westmore, Vermont for 24 hours. I'll let you know how it turns out. In the meantime, please consider contributing to the fundraiser. Well, you're not going to see that. That's okay. If you want to, you can come find me and ask me about it. So to end, circle back to the what, we're going to watch a short video that my friends and I from Red Vault Productions put together. It's just a fun little quick video that we made. I say we made. I didn't do anything. They did everything. I just went hiking with them. So in conclusion, my name is Jesse Holden, and I am a mama's boy. I like to sing, dance, wear bright clothes with elaborate patterns. I love and feel deeply. I am man enough. And thank you, T. Ford, for setting up the video for me. All right.
Jesse Holden is a mama's boy on a mission. Last year, Jesse took to the trails to combat toxic masculinity by doing what he does best: being his colorful self.
Let's do this.
This year, he's taking it up a notch. Through rain, sleet, and the dark of night, he's rising up to the challenge of healthy masculinity. Do you dare join Jesse in the last great feat of 2022? That's right. It's 24 hours of Pisgah.
We go legs, let's go.
How many summits will he make?
Gosh, how tall is this thing?
How many socks will he go through?
Someone give me one large veggie pizza, please.
It all begins December 30th.
Ooh, I'm killing it.
So get out there and support real men.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Holden. I would say to you, as we head into kind of this last week together before break, you've probably heard a version of this, but mind your thoughts because they become your words, and mind your words because they become your actions. I hope you take your very best selves into this week. A reminder that if you were one of the CTE students of the quarter, to please meet Mr. Legge on the front steps of chapel afterwards. And with that, faculty.